Us brothers, we speak a different language when it comes to communication. We are physical, we are visual, and we are transparent. There are no decoders. You get what you get with men. Unfortunately, for decades and generations, we get all of who we are discarded. This next clip that I'm going to share further reinforces that most women don't give a shit about us for real, which is ironic, seeing as how women are sitting up here saying men don't give a shit about women when the evidence suggests otherwise. I digress.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
So here's the thing, right? With all of these conversations that we have about loving ourselves, loving the opposite gender, learning each other's languages, how to take care of the other person's mind, body, and soul, we still always end up falling short. Always. It never fails. And what I'm noticing is either you got people trying to pander to women, or you got women trying to pander to women and men. Like, you can't have it both ways. You got to be down the middle, unbiased towards both parties. If you're not going to do that, then there's no point of you really having these discussions about developing healthier lifestyles. But with this video here in specific, I wanted you to hear from the fella. Now, you might think that you love your man, that you're faithful to your man, that you cook for them, and everything is conditional based on what they provide for you. A bunch of bullshit, a bunch of it. But I got something that I want to play for you ladies specifically. I want y'all to hear this. Not just hear it, but listen to it if you got a couple minutes to do so, because I know a lot of you don't really care to do that. With that being said, yeah, let's jump into this clip real quick, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. I want to know, do you agree? Do you disagree? Is he lying? Like,
to provide safety for you, but you cannot reciprocate it for me. I deserve to feel safe too. A number of black men internally, their internal world is not safe. And yet you want me to provide you with safety that I don't even know for myself. When I say to you that you've harmed me, you give me this rigmarole, that's not safe. When I tell you I'm tired, you get so wrapped up in your responses that you don't even give me the space to be fucking tired. That's not safe. I say to you that I don't feel connected to you. I say to you that you are not meeting my emotional needs. I say to you that I do not feel the way that you talk to me is uplifting, and you continue to do it. That's not safe. But yet you want me to continue to go out in this world and come back and do all of this stuff. You don't want me. You want your idea of me.
let's talk about it. You know why a lot of men are in prison? While a lot of men spend hours upon hours away from home, because if the money don't come in, where you're gonna live, what you're gonna eat. If the money doesn't come in, how do you take care of schooling, and how do you take care of college, and how do you take care of the traveling expenditures and expenses and luxuries? If the money doesn't come in, how do you get your hair and nails done? The drama, the stress, the mental anguish, the frustration, taking all of your bullshit to the gym to work it off. Because if you talk about the stuff that you internalize to your spouse and partner, they're going to look at you like you're incapable of being the leader or the provider in the household. Is there a lie? You get bored, leave the relationship, you disrespect your partners on social media, you don't process nothing that they say, their grievances with how you're acting, you switch up. You say y'all hate men, you say you don't need men. A lot of your content is based on ensuring that women don't need men for a relationship. Get the work, get the job, then you'll get all the validation that you want. So you don't really have to do any of the things that keep or maintain a relationship because you got the money. Once you have the money, shit, you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to be submissive. You don't have to want to work alongside the guy and let them take the lead. Making this consistent argument that the man is going to throw it up in your face and it's going to leave you, when men typically aren't the ones that leave the relationships anyway. What was there any lies detected here? So you think you're the only ones that's supposed to feel comfortable or feel secure and safe within the space of you and the other person. But you do realize that there are different areas involved in this. Like you the guy is tall, big, in ways where if danger comes, he can protect you. I get that. If things get broke in the house, they can repair it or get it fixed. If the provisions are running dry, they make sure that you are covered. Y'all know that. That's what y'all chase. And you want that, and on top of that, you want the emotional aspect of it. You want to get dick down. You want to be romance, all that shit. But what about the safety and security that men need that you are ineligible to provide in that moment of time, or just in general, especially in 2025? Y'all really seem to be dropping the ball on that. We're not asking for money, clout, none of that shit. Our setup is completely different. Y'all seem not to be able to grasp that. So I hope, like, within that video, you can understand why we are detaching ourselves from the thought of possibly walking down the aisle and saying I do with any of you, especially when we can't seem to understand what the other person is saying, even though we understand you more than you understand us. Yeah, I need to start humbling yourself, get out of this I'm attractive and everybody kisses my ass so I can do what I want, say what I want, and get what I want, and I don't have to do shit in return. You need to start letting that shit go. Or we can go with option B and we just kill off dating, we kill off marriage, we kill off any ideas of building anything with each other anymore. And y'all just go on with your meritocracy. Go on and be independent. Use your toys to please yourself. And I guess you suppose that's going to provide you that emotional support that you weren't getting with the guy anyway. I don't know. None of this shit makes sense to me. We need each other when it's all said and done, even if y'all want to own up to it or not. But that brother was spitting facts. And when you don't make him feel like shit, he's the man, you don't give him the respect that he's supposed to get from the one person that he's giving his body to, he's giving his heart to. When you don't give him the things that he requires to feel like shit, I am glad that I am here. When you don't want to give him that and you dismissive of him, what do you think is going to happen? It's levels to this, though. This is absolutely levels to this. Yin and yang. Balance. Where's the balance?
Merry Christmas, filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.